Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching Group Three's course reflection. Our group consists of myself, Josie, Andrea, Andrew, and Kayla. I'll be the one presenting this portion of our final showcase. And what have we learned from this course? So we have learned the way that a group project should be conducted regarding breaking the project up into manageable parts and then assigning leaders to each part. Then those leaders are responsible for delegating tasks. We've learned that this is the best way to complete group work in order to avoid conflict. Also, we've learned the best way to delegate tasks is to have them written down in some form of a group plan so that the plan can then be referenced at any time by any group member. Furthermore, we've learned that being an effective group member involves being flexible and adaptable because you may have to assist with tasks that are not included in your delegated task. We've also learned the value of effective group communication and that utilizing the correct mode of communication is key. This course has really taught us how to capitalize on group member strengths. In addition, we've learned a lot about the course topics, introducing the course, including emotions, learning styles, the brain and the mind, physical learning, relationships with others, spirit and soul, and the environment and context. So what we liked and disliked about the online discussions and group projects in the course in general so we did like completing the online discussions because it gave us the opportunity to learn more about the course topics presented in the class. Some of us had just begun our journey with adult and community education courses, and as a result, it was nice to be able to become aware of the various learning styles and cycles, as well as gaining a deeper understanding of the different characteristics of ourselves that we use when we experience learning, such as through our emotions, the brain and mind, or the spirit and soul. As a result of learning about these concepts, we now have a clear understanding of the responsibilities we will have as a facilitator. Some of our likes about the course in general just include using Blogger. It's just not very user friendly. Also, although we like being provided with examples of previous students' assignments, it would have been nice to know what grades the examples received because we couldn't tell which part of the examples were of really good quality and which parts may not be great. So how do we think the projects were able to help us understand the practical field and theories? So most of us had no experience in designing a syllabus and developing one. So we learned a lot from the syllabus assignment. We gained a deeper understanding of our chosen topic, emotions and learning, while attempting to apply theories regarding emotions to the creation of our syllabus so that our syllabus would not create an adverse emotional response for prospective students. Because we acted as if we had already completed our degrees, we were able to design and develop the syllabus from the perspective of a facilitator, and this was the first time doing that for most of us. However, when it was time for us to edit our syllabus and go through and review it, we did so from the perspective of a learner to ensure that the syllabus was emotionally pleasing. Unfortunately, we have all experienced an adverse emotional reaction to a class syllabi or class assignments, and we know how it feels. Therefore, we were easily able to spot areas in our syllabus that needed to be edited so that prospective students would not be overwhelmed emotionally. Some examples to tell how the various learning resources in the weekly discussions helped us to understand the theories and how to apply the theories in practice. So we believe that the usefulness of the resources really provided during the weekly discussions were dependent on the topic of the weekly discussions. For example, during Unit 10 for Discussion 8, Physical Learning and Relationships in Learning, it was very useful watching the videos of how technology can be used to facilitate physical learning. The videos provided were great visuals of how physical learning can occur, and they helped to reiterate the text points about physical learning. However, there have been other weeks that we did not utilize the resources very much because the text did a great job of providing us with an understanding of the theories presented. Furthermore, we believe that reading our peers' posts when making comments on their discussions is very helpful because it helps to reiterate the important points that the theory is presented. And some things that we suggest to better support our learning. We would like it if instead of using Blogger, we use OneDrive or Google Drive to submit our assignments. Both OneDrive and Google Drive have the capability to save documents for an extended period of time. Also, we could simply submit all of our assignments on Canvas and then show where we saved our future work for ourselves so that it will be available. We could just kind of choose that on our own, how we would like to save the work for the future. And then also, in addition, if the points awarded to each example were included with the examples will be able to be used more efficiently and they would not seem like so overwhelming because sometimes there are a lot of examples and it's just very unclear as to which part of the example is helpful and which isn't. Thank you so much for watching our course reflection video.